Imagine this. It's past midnight. The temperature is dropping close to -20 degrees. The roads are covered in thick white snow. You and your friends are driving through a pitch-black forest, and suddenly your headlights cut across something tall, dark, and human-shaped. Not an animal, not a hunter, not something you've ever seen before. Just for a second, it stares back and then disappears into the woods. Sounds like a scene from a horror movie, right? But this isn't fiction. This happened in the winter of 2016 in the southern part of Bashkortostan, Russia. A mysterious figure caught on camera that to this day, nobody has been able to explain. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might just change how you think about what really lives in the dark. It was late autumn, 2016. The small roads of southern Bashkortostan were buried under heavy snow. The thermometer read close to -20 degrees, and the night air was so cold it could freeze your breath in seconds. Despite the conditions, Vagim Germanov and his friends were driving back from the town of Ilian Melishan. Their headlights were the only source of light in the endless dark. The road stretched out like a snake, winding between hills and forest. The silence was overwhelming. No other cars, no signs of life, only the crunch of snow under the tires. But beneath the silence, there was something unsettling. Vagim admitted later that he had the feeling they weren't alone, like someone or something was watching from the trees. The others laughed it off, but that sense of being followed never left him. And as they rounded the next bend, his fears came to life. Impossible happened. Right at the edge of the headlights, a massive dark figure burst into view. It wasn't an animal. It wasn't a person. It was something in between. The shadow crossed from one side of the road to the other in just seconds. Its height, easily over 2 meters tall, towered above the snow. Its body moved with a strange rhythm, not like a man running, not like a bear loping. For less than a second, the figure paused. Its outline was visible against the white snow, and then it vanished into the dense black forest. Inside the car, no one spoke. Hands tightened on the steering wheel. Breathing quickened, and in that single frozen moment, everyone knew. They had seen something unnatural. Stopping wasn't an option. The forest stretched for miles, and the nearest village was over 20 kilometers away. In that kind of cold, in the middle of nowhere, getting out of the car could mean disaster. So Vagim pushed on, the headlights cutting deeper into the night. Not one of them dared to look back. Only when they were safely beyond the tree line did they finally pull over. Hands shaking, Vagim checked the dashcam footage. There it was, clearer than memory. A tall, dark silhouette flashing across the snowy road, its shape illuminated for just a moment by the headlights before vanishing into the darkness. This wasn't imagination, it wasn't just fear. The camera had captured what their eyes had seen, and now there was no turning back. The very next day, Vagim handed the footage to a local news outlet. They published the story, complete with a screenshot of the mysterious shadow. The town erupted with speculation. Some argued it was simply a deer, or maybe even a bear. But Vagim was firm. It wasn't an animal. The speed, the posture, the way it moved, it was nothing I've ever seen before. Regional media quickly picked up the story, making the headlines even more dramatic. One journalist tried to compare the shadow to a strange species of deer, but locals weren't convinced. Hunters, who knew every creature in those forests, swore it was something different. The video spread, and the debate only grew louder. As the story spread, older residents began recalling strange tales. They spoke of tall, black figures spotted years ago deep within the same forest, of footsteps echoing in the snow when no one was there, of voices in the night that vanished without a trace. Until now, these stories had been nothing but folklore, campfire talk. But Vagim's footage changed everything. For the first time, people could actually see it, replay it, freeze the frame, and ask, what is that? To some, this was undeniable proof of a snowman, a creature long whispered about but never proven. To others, it was just human imagination filling in the blanks of a blurry shadow. But one thing was certain: the fear in Vagim's voice was real. Years later, the mystery remains. The video exists. The witnesses remain consistent in their story, and yet no one has been able to explain what crossed that road on that freezing night. Scientists dismiss it as light tricks, shadows, or even staged hoaxes, but believers see something else, proof that there are things in this world we still don't understand. Was it a rare animal, a snowman, or something beyond our imagination? That question has never been answered, and maybe it never will be. So what do you think? Was it just a shadow in the snow, or did Vagim and his friends really come face to face with something we're not meant to see?